previous session of physics class, we were discussing on the lesson magnetic effect of electric current. In the last session, we discussed on the topic of current flowing through types of conductors, the straight conductor or a circular loop, and even through the solenoid. These were the three types of conductors we studied about the how the magnetic field was produced in these types of conductors. And we also studied about the Fleming right hand rule in order to find the direction of current and the direction of the magnetic field produced, in which direction the magnetic field lines are moving. All that we discussed in last question. In today's session, as I said you in the previous session only, that was the end of conductor related to magnetic field. Now we shall discuss on the force on a current carrying conductor in the magnetic field. So we all know by this time now any current carrying conductor produces a magnetic field around it. We all know no? Any current carrying conductor you consider, it produces the magnetic field around it. So current carrying conductor in the magnetic field. Now we are placing the current carrying conductor in the magnetic field. How to place a current carrying conductor in a magnetic field? Means maybe between the magnets. Yes, no? So we are placing the current carrying conductor in the magnetic field, and force on a current carrying conductor means some force is acting on that. What force is that? How it is happening? All that we shall discuss with the help of an activity. So force on a current carrying conductor in a magnetic field means we have placed the current carrying conductor inside the magnetic field, and there is some force produced by it. How is it producing? Means you can have a look at this picture. You have the same figure in your textbook as well, children. So here you can see the stand as support, and to that stand we have connected a conductor. Which is the conductor which we are using here is an aluminium rod. The conductor which we are considering here is the aluminium rod with ends A and B. This is not the magnet. Don't get confused. We are not at all using bar magnet here, children. Instead, if you have observed the picture here, which shape is this? It's a horseshoe magnet. Yes, no, it is a horseshoe magnet. Now, this is the aluminium rod, is the conductor which we are considering, and we are placing this now. If this is the conductor now, aluminium rod is the conductor. So conductor is ready. But what we want current carrying conductor means through this conductor we should pass the current. For that what you should do? Take the connecting wire, wind it at two ends, and you keep the other two ends free like this. Okay na? Now we have, when I switch on when I connect it to a battery and switch, children, when I connect these other two ends of the connecting wire to the switch and the battery, and I switch on the circuit, when I switch on the circuit, the current starts flowing from positive of the battery. It will flow through the conductor, again negative of the battery through the conductor, like this. The process will carry on. Now we have a current carrying conductor, but in the magnetic field they are telling, means we need to keep this separate connection. What we have, this whole circuit now need to be placed in a magnetic field, children. How to do it is, we are using the horseshoe magnet. We know the types of magnet. About bar magnet we studied in the previous sessions, but today in this activity we are using the horseshoe magnet. You all know no, horseshoe magnet, like this. This is the horseshoe magnet. Now inside this horseshoe magnet I am placing this rod AB. What rod? Aluminium rod AB. That is what the circuit you can see. So with this picture, now you look at the actual picture given in your textbook, you will get one idea what it is. So as I said you, this is the stand. See now, to the stand support, the connecting wire is wounded on it. One end of the wire is connected to the plug key to the battery, and other end of the connecting wire to the one more side, end A of the conductor. See, end A of the conductor in the one wire there, it is connected to negative of the battery. Again from positive of the battery to plug key, other end of plug key, if you go in this direction, it is connected to end B. End connection, this setup is placed inside the magnet now. Why we are placing a current carrying conductor in a magnetic field? Which magnetic field means between the horseshoe magnets. In between the horseshoe magnets, as I said, we are placing the aluminium rod. And of course, this aluminium rod also has the north pole and the south pole, children. So here you can see this is north pole of the magnet, whereas this is south pole of the magnet. B is battery, K is plug key. Positive of the battery to one end of the plug key, other end of the plug key is connected to the rod. Now children, if you observe, the aluminium rod is connected in series with the plug key and the battery, isn't it? The aluminium rod is connected in series with the plug key and the battery. This is the circuit setup. One end of the rod is wound with the I think you are understanding, but I am not getting satisfied. See, this is rod A, B. This is aluminium rod, end A, end B, and if you consider, I will wound a copper wire here or any connecting wire, they say. I will tie both ends. Now, both the one end of that wire, I will have connected to plug key, battery, from positive of the battery. Again, from negative of the battery, I will tie the other end of the connecting wire to this. Now, what happens when I switch on the circuit? The current will start. I will switch on the circuit. When I switch on the circuit, what will happen? Now, this aluminium rod is placed in such a way that, suppose if this is the horseshoe magnet, okay, this is horseshoe magnet, my hand. Now, the conductor is placed inside the magnetic field, means they will not cut open the magnet and place. But you know, this is now according to the figure, my thumb is north pole, whereas the other four fingers are the south pole. So, in between the magnetic field means between north and south poles, they are placing the aluminium rod with end B this side and end A this side. This is the circuit arrangement. Now, when we switch on the circuit, what will happen? We all know that current always flows from higher potential to lower potential, means from positive of the battery, it will start flowing in this direction. Look at the arrow marks. Then it will flow through this wire which is wound to the stand and comes to end B of the rod. Again it flows towards the end A. Again through the copper wire it goes like this to the negative of the battery. Again positive of the battery plug key to this wire, connecting wire, end B of the aluminium rod comes to end A. Again from end A to negative of the battery. This is how the current flows. Hope it is clear to you. Now, we all know that any current carrying conductor produces the magnetic field, means through this, which is the conductor we are using here, aluminium rod AB is the conductor which we are using. So, when current is passed through the aluminium rod, around it should produce the magnetic field. Correct? So, it is producing the magnetic field around it. But now, what extra thing we have is, we have placed this current carrying conductor inside the horseshoe magnet. When that is the case, children, that will in turn, what this magnetic field will apply some force on the conductor, that is the aluminium rod AB, and you can see that, this aluminium rod which is placed between the horseshoe magnet will deflect or displaced, you can tell, it will move. Now, as I said you, this is the conductor, north pole, south pole, same story if you go. When current is passed through this, children, maybe it will deflect towards the left side, it will deflect like this. And one more thing you need to keep in mind, why in the second case we are going to reverse the current. So now what we have done is, see, you have placed the circuit in such a way that current is flowing in the upward direction. You know current flowing in upward direction, downward direction, all that we studied in previous sessions, that is current through straight current carrying conductor using Fleming's left hand rule. Usually you can find out in which direction the magnetic field is produced, and I also said that both electric field and magnetic field are always mutually perpendicular to each other, that is they make 90 degrees. Yes, now children. So now we are placing the circuit, prevent the circuit in such a way that the current always flows in the upward direction. Always, no, in this case it is flowing in the upward direction. And north pole is placed below. North illide, south pole illide. So current is flowing in the upward direction now. So when this current is passed, we all know that the current carrying conductor produces magnetic field around it, and it is also placed inside the one more magnetic field. When that is the case, we were discussing with this, The aluminium rod is now placed like this, means when current is flowing in the upward direction, children, the aluminium rod got deflected towards the left. The deflection, or it get displaced, it moves towards the left direction, Why? Because the magnetic field here is applying the force on the current carrying conductor. That is what we mean by the word force on a current carrying conductor in a magnetic field.